Business consultant.
Okay.
I'm also a publicist.
Nice.
Don't you follow him on?
Also,
I do, and that's the thing. He's always like he's always on social media, and I see his office mates and everything. And they have such a nice, fun time.
Yeah.
He's always
in the
hanging
office.
out with the
So I'm like,
celebs.
what job is this?
Eat
Because
a
I
ham?
want to do it. Is my point. You guys are either always out eating or doing
You're
something.
very
I'm
right.
like, okay.
But it's still part of the work.
Oh, well,
I
sure.
like that kind of work. But
Sure.
why are we not sitting in this office?
Try HR will give you send you an
Don't
email.
pass it on to HR. It's Mazino that used to approve our leave. It's Mazino that used to tell us, so you can approve
I
food.
don't know what
Thank
these
you.
guys are talking about. All right, so James Silas in the studio with us here. We're about to analyze some of these very interesting stories. I think we're first of all doing reviews of some of the great tracks through the week, aren't we?
Yes, so one of the
So-
tracks actually was sent in by a listener. Shout out to Akin Adesoji, who's
Yes.
also in Unbroken. The bad guy. What's that his name again? Is it Justice? Yes, Justice is his name. So he sent us this, and we're really glad. We're hoping that the singer will join us before we go on the break or before we review his song, so we can tell him what we think about the song.
Okay, so let's let you hear this. This is Blessed. It's Make Me Feel. Take a listen. Tell us what you think. We'll be right back.
No, this is this guest,
Is he here?
Supposed to be the guest.
No, this is his song.
and this is the song.
Coming back over it. Blessed, Abi. Did I get it right? Or blessed? Blessed. Blessed.
I don't know.
Blessed. All right, that's Make Me Feel Blessed. I think it's a play on the word blessed, but blessed. What do you think about this, James?
No, so this is the first time I'm hearing, this blessed guy, and I think he has a whole lot of prospect. I like the song. It's different. I mean, so for a second I was wondering, is he Nigerian? So I heard, oh, the guy, the Nigerian, and he's supposed to be coming in this morning. I was very impressed. It's different from what we've been hearing. This song sounds like one of those songs from Motown in the 80s.
Exactly. Yeah, I thought I
So
felt
it's
that vibe.
very,
too.
very different. It's I like it. I want to hear more from this guy. I think it's a love song. It's very, I like the whole feedback kind of vibe where he sings and then the background vocals go, oh, forgive my voice. So I like it. It's fresh.
All right, what do you think about it?
All right, so I'm just reading about Blessed and just a bit of information. He's actually done a few reality shows, so he's not new to. He's known for his good vocal abilities, which is very obvious in this particular song. He was a former top contestant of MTN Project Fame season 7 and Voice Nigeria season 2, and winner of Voice of the Street awards. He's, a number of artists have great things to say about him. Kobam said this is gold, one of the best projects he's heard. Olisa said he has a great voice, and so many great things about him. And I can see the reason why. I was going to help him sing back up to this song and say, "This is how you make me feel."
That's the lead. Not the backup is
No, he will sing. He will sing. This is how you make me feel. Then I'll now repeat. This is how you make me feel. Get it?
Okay.
Well, listen, stick to your day job.
But honestly, though, I really like the song. I add a few things when I'm listening to. Sorry.
I was gonna ask if we're going back to this kind of song, because there was a time in Nigeria where this was the thing. Everybody was singing. Praise came in, did his own, even released 2 albums, type of thing, and then all of a sudden everybody's jackpot. So I'm wondering whether it will push in and create that what's the word now? That space for these kinds of music again, whether it's making a comeback.
I hope it will.
It'll be a tough one. I don't, because these days people just want to fry their car quickly in 2 minutes and go. But if you want to start cooking beans,
Like your office people.
man. So I don't know.
No, I hope it does. Let me tell you what Saint Fadjo says on WhatsApp. Saint Fadjo says that while Bless sounds like a song in Fighting Temptation, he's cool and different from the usual Nigerian noise we hear. And I can't but agree with Saint Fadjo, because it's time we started appreciating people who actually can sing, number one, and people who put in work to write good lyrics, things that makes something that reflects life, love, beauty. It's like the Sam Smith song we reviewed on Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's how long we spent analyzing the song,
Lemonade
the video.
sipping on a
Oh, you
Sunday.
see, remember? So things that we haven't heard this kind of. I don't want to mention any song. If you come to mind, particularly some that we've reviewed here on the show,
Yeah.
it can be very basic, but this is quality, and I really want to thank Blessed. Please make sure you continue.
Blessed.
Sorry,
Blessed.
Blessed.
With a Z.
Blessed with a Z. So please, keep doing the good music. I hope you won't be discouraged because some Nigerians might not have an appreciation for this kind of fine music.
What am I saying here from Makoka? Says, my man Akiade says, I'll be ushering people into greatness since 1967. I see you doing the Lord's work here. I think I need to listen to the song a number of times and hopefully it grows on me. But I love the unique sound.
Oh, that's good to hear. Kenny Hettiger says, good morning, guys. What I just heard from the blessed guy reminds me of Greg Reporter. Not bad at all. It sounds like a smooth song, actually.
Yes, yes.
Says, James, you didn't do your usual, yeah.
I did.
He did.
Oh, you did, didn't it?
It says
Mazino, did you press something I was going to say? Yeah.
her morning is not complete, so maybe you better do it again.
Yeah.
Complete?
Yes, I guess it is. All right, moving on now.
All right, so our next song is another one that you guys listen to this. It's Sweetest Thing by Smoothfm Classic, and it's sweet. Listen.
That's exactly what it is. We'll be back to analyze. Did I get the right one? Yes, I did. First off, are we on?
Yes.
No, it's okay. I'll save it. But I'm not a fan of this kind of music. This
It sounds like jollof. That's that jollof vibe.
Okay, studio.
That's that jollof vibe.
I was gonna say something deeper. Don't worry. I didn't say studio. Here we go. Smoothfm Classic. It's called Sweet what now? Sweetest
Thing.
Sweetest Thing.
Sweetest Thing.
Yes. So, Silas, what you think?
It's sweet. I like the melody. So for me, if I was working with this guy, there's just one slight part I'll just have to edit or adjust. It's where he said something about highs, and I no, don't do that.
Maybe he was.
Don't say highs.
Maybe he was.
Same here.
It was playing on the local.
No, it still doesn't.
Foul speak.
I don't think
You
so.
know.
When foul,
Jennifer speaks.
no,
It was
not on the record. Not when you're singing. When you paid studio time for the sing. That's the only part. Highs, don't say that.
So who do you blame? Do you blame the artist
Is
or
it
the
A&R?
producer?
No, it's
Who
not the
did-
producer.
So you know why I'm saying this. Obviously, I have music background, etc. My husband,
Go ahead.
So-
Feel free.
I know, and I had to shout out to Rotimi
Okay.
Keys. Rotimi Keys will make you sing a particular track again and again until he hears what he wants to hear. So there's no highs that will escape him or that will pass through his filter.
You don't think it was intentional? You
No,
don't
but
think he was trying to?
it wasn't
No.
intentional.
That was what he was trying
It
to
was
do?
just his background betraying him. He was betraying his, and it was kind of fortunate because it's such a good song. So you're hearing cool music, nice vocals, and you now hear the heart inside it. It's like,
Ish factor.
brother.
But we're just in that part.
But we-
that
we-
Yeah,
high.
that was a mistake. So it just slipped in.
Listen, I, you guys have been a bit too hard on this guy. I'd say this because we let Olamide get away with it. We do because he does it on every record, every track. He has a very, very prominent H factor, and we actually had nobody
Olamide?
on this show has
Olamide
The rapper?
sings Yoruba.
Yes.
Olamide
so.
sings Yoruba in mixes. So if you're singing indigenous language, you're using your indigenous, fantastic. Put all the H, put all the in, put all the accents. We like it. But if you're singing,
a classic.
yes, R&B, pop,
R&B
don't
type.
let it enter, please. brother.
And then also, when it comes to when you're singing, be sure if you want to sing in Igbo or Yoruba, it's not about the language now. It's the delivery of the dialect itself. Speak it properly.
Yes.
Get somebody to help you pronounce the words properly. So because there's a twist of Igbo and English Yoruba in this song. So of course, as much as I could not identify which one he was actually fluent in, I knew that what he said in Igbo was not fluent. He wasn't didn't deliver that part very well. So.
Well, it reminds me of those, those songs, those gospel songs that an Igbo person will do a Yoruba, complete Yoruba. It's like, sister, leave the song now. It's not your language. And then they'll murder the language, and you wouldn't interpret anything like what they.
I don't think it was a bad entry. However, I'm not a big fan of the kick.
That's the Jollof vibe, actually.
And now,
never been a fan
my first
at all.
comment was, love the beat, good producer. So it's so funny.
Hey, we
how...
can differ. We can differ.
All right, so St. Padre is back. He says we've got great people. Why can't this guy be so noticed and recognized? That's going back to the first song. Yeah, Blessed. Okay. This is my kind of song, and that's why I've stuck to your station, because I know they play your songs. Let's rewind. I know they play your songs. Thank you so much.
Olumide here says, yeah, this feels also sounds like a music by John Legend. The song is cool. I hear this is not Blessed's people.
It's still Blessed.
As in his people sending us all these messages.
No, our people. Olumide is irregular. So Boston from Traffic says, Niger taste of music is like when a white person goes back, so you never go back. Unfortunately, Jackpot type of songs have taken over fully. Then Sly says the music from the Blessed guy is very, very good. I also sent saying that he sent a music link. Thanks, Sly. We're trying to get through as many of the songs you've sent to us, as many of them as possible. Again, if you have any good track, any good music you'd like to share with us, we love to review songs that, particularly from our friends, family members, as we like to call you, that are listening to us. Send to breakfast@smooth981.fm. That's breakfast@smooth981.fm. That's the email to send your messages to. Right, Yomi from Festac says, please do not shoot down anyone's accent. Asha, Simi, and Faust can get away with it. I beg, free the guy. It wasn't the accent we're talking about, Yomi. Don't get us wrong. And there's nothing wrong with an accent. If you listen to if you listen to a British singer, if you listen to what's her name, Lily Allen, you would hear her British accent come through very strongly. That's your identity. But what we're saying is that if you're pronouncing words, I'm sure if you went in school, your teacher wouldn't allow you to get away with has, heg, things like that. They would correct you. So we're saying for diction, which is important in music delivery, it should be, you should pay attention to that. That's what we're saying. And then Peter Tolo Fari says, Blessed sounds really good. The style of music is cool and his vocals are on point. On Zeno's observation.
How long have you known me? You call me Zeno.
I really hope we come back to such sounds with deeper and richer content, sound and quality. Shout out to Zeno and everyone. Yeah. This guy knows you from
Peter, it's not that deep.
Now talking about Blessed sound, we have him in the studio. Good morning, Blessed.
Hey, Blessed, welcome, man.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Right, so let's put this to rest. Sorry, Mazino. Is it Blessed or Blessed?
Anyone you call me, I'll answer. Okay, the reason why it's Blessed is because that's the way my mom calls me.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Where are you from?
I'm from Abia State. Well, I'm mixed. My mom is from Cross River. My dad's from Abia.
Oh, that's nice. Kedu?
Fatima.
Fantastic. You see now you can put your accent in there, my brother.
Yes, feel free.
Tell you what, before we get deep into talking with Blessed and other stories here inside of the Grapevine, let's take a break. We'll be right back after. Do stay tuned. We're smooth. I was gonna save him until after we come back on the break. Yeah. Oh, remember we talked about that. So what's the game plan? Do we go talking about Blessed because we've spent so much time on his? So do we tell a story first and then come back to him after?
So we are okay.
But we will acknowledge that he's here with us.
Shine your green on him.
Okay.
Hi, good morning.
But were you listening to us now? Oh wow.
You're not.
What did you send your goons to come and talk to us?
Can you help me with the one to play? Okay.
It's there.
No, you
Hey, please, I need a printer. My laptop is doing things. I can only see the mouse. Help.
How about now?
Anything.
No, use my phone. I'll use my phone.
Okay. I have a print. Yes, print. I have a bad habit. I can never understand another laptop.
Don't worry, just press down up.
I have this for 6 years now. I've never used another.
So what's the problem? Is it the screen or
The mechanisms and everything?
For a new one.
No, it's still now that it's been like this. 6 years. I can't.
here you are, able to reward yourself with exactly
Very,
what
very
you want.
invested in it.
That is why you should ask your band.
But 6 years, that's not bad now.
Someone says that your song sounds like what Kaide Baker would stylishly play 5 times on Strictly.
So they know him.
I didn't know so he's notorious for playing the same song over and over again.
To discover the reliable awesomeness a Verve card offers.
Oh, come on. We'll put a stopper on there. All right, we're coming back in, ladies and gentlemen. Aya, will you bring us back in? Do you have the stories?
No, but
Okay,
let me open it on my
See, he's doing this thing now. I don't understand this thing. Why is he doing this? Please introduce the story, please. Please introduce it. Oh God, my God! See why I don't use people's systems? See what it does to me? Everything goes to shit. All right, studio, here we go.
Hello there and welcome back. It's the Grapevine 91 brought to you by Verve. I am Ayomairoese with MazinoAppeal.
Thank you very much.
Studio. And of course we also have James Silas.
Yeah.
There you go.
I hope you are good.
Blessed, don't feel any, don't need any need to copy him. Just, it's all right. He does that.
We have Blessed in the studio, and before the break we reviewed his song, and we had, so many good things to say about this, and I look forward to even speaking to you further with regards to your music, your personality. But before then, Lagos, this is how you can join the conversation. Send your message to WhatsApp 0809 444 0981. On Twitter it's at Smooth981FM. Use the hashtag Grapevine981, and on YouTube we're streaming live. Get to see the good looking Blessed with us in the studio. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel Smooth981FM. So that was a huge debate on social media, and I won't go into the history, but let's just see what Jaywon has to say about cooking or not cooking, marrying a woman who can cook, marrying a woman who cannot cook. Well, he says no man wants to marry a woman who can't cook. Now I'm really excited. I'm happy because I'm the only woman in this studio. So I want you to
on the mic,
actually.
Equal share of women to men in the studio.
No.
Equal, very equal.
Yes.
Oh,
very
okay,
equal.
Fantastic. All right. So I want to hear from the men, particularly if you'd like to agree or disagree with what Jaywon has to say. He says, even though no man wants to make their wife a chef, marrying one who doesn't know how to cook is a big no. Now, before you respond to this question, please let's sit back, be objective, and not just really and truly. The first question I'd like to ask Mazino, James, and Blessed is, did you think it was important, Mazino, for instance, because you're married, and James as well, before you got married, to marry someone who could cook?
Yeah, I thought it was important, but it wasn't a big criteria. It wasn't that if you don't know how to cook, I'm not going to get married to you. You know, it adds a bit of, something to look forward to in marriage when your wife is an exceptional chef. But going as far as to saying that I won't marry you because you can't cook, no, I don't think I'm that strict.
All right,
no.
James.
Yeah, same here for me actually. I grew up very close to my mom. Yeah, so even while I was still close to my wife now, I made it very clear that I can cook.
I can cook.
No woman can, pose for me because they say, okay, I'm not, or whatever. So, so it's not actually, it never was a big deal for me, and even till now, that has not changed.
That's good. And Blessed, are you married?
No, I'm not married.
In a relationship?
No, I'm not in a relationship.
Well, you are in a relationship with your music.
Yes, definitely.
So was it a deal breaker for you?
I'll be objective and be honest. I won't say it's a deal breaker, but really, how about I don't know how to cook like that. So please, I want a woman that can cook.
What's that accent I hear? What is that? I hear it doesn't sound northern absolutely, but did you ever spend time in the north?
Middle belt, not really.
Middle belt, yeah, I can hear it. I have a thing for very, very slight lilts, and I think I can hear yours.
Oh, okay.
But it's nice.
Thank you so much.
It's nice.
It's like I can hear it.
Yeah,
So-
copy me.
Yeah, but it's fantastic. But this is what Jaywon says. He said, how many men can come out proudly and say, my wife doesn't know how to cook or take care of the house, and a real hustler will provide for his family and even employ a maid and cook. But nah, we are Africans, and not just African, but proud Yoruba man in caps. Local one for that matter. My wife must sabi cook, even if she no go cook all the time, but she must sabi. and then he says he was going to delete it.
Well, he's right in a way because, quite frankly, think about it. Everybody who's got a wife that can cook will always shout it from the top of the mountain. But how many men who have wives that can cook have you heard? Go in on top of the mountain to shout and say, "Hey, my wife can't cook." So yeah, but the whole other part of it, maybe I'm not absolutely with him on that one.
Yeah.
But Mazino, even this cooking thing, it's still a matter of one man's meat and one man's.
Talk.
You would think your wife can cook and someone else tastes and say, what's this?
What is
You
this?
understand? So,
I
but,
have a friend like that.
uh-huh.
Oh, the one you don't
What's
like
her
to
name?
go to dinner
What's
at
her
a
name?
place.
You want me to? And I'm like, as in, no, let me not say this. But okay, let me say this. So, we see the kitchen. When she went in the kitchen, cooked, threw down for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
The fragrance was amazing, and so we're all looking forward to the food. My
I was
brother, when
disappointed.
I picked one spoon, I was like, what?
She's listening, Shao.
How long ago was
No,
this?
she's not listening. She can never listen.
How long ago was this?
I can never tell you.
Alrighty. So let's move on to the other story. The next story, I want to talk about this so bad. Okay, so through the weekend we had this back and forth on social media with Burna Boy coming out to say that he's a forerunner and if you're not fella, shut up. Basically, I summarized, but that's exactly what he said. He went on and on. It was more than 3 or 4 tweets, but that was basically the summary of what he said. Now, the headline, however, seems to be a very, very disappointing one, and the way that it was put seems to me like as if he was being jeered at. The headline read, Burna Boy loses Brit Award to Tyler, the Creator. If you looked at his tweet, it would seem that he thought, nah, I'm definitely going higher and higher. I'm never going to stop, and I know I'm going to get one more accolade very soon. To have this headline and this happen just this week, it seemed to be like someone telling him, dude, you're big, but shut up, or humble up, or take a chill pill type of thing. But that's just me. What do you think, James?
That is not just you, it's also me because the headline, when I saw the headline, you don't need to put it like this. At the end of the day, Tyler the Creator did not only beat Burna Boy in that category. There were other nominees, but of course, it's coming from the recent, brouhaha on Twitter, where the guy calls himself the next best thing after Fela. So, but even at that, you can be whoever you want to be. You can take any claim, and then the other person does not agree. Yeah, all well and good. You still have to give him credit for kudos for at least getting on that list at
Yes.
all. He's probably the only Nigerian on that.
I mean,
Nigerian
this
artist
had
on that
Bruce
list.
Springsteen on it. That's
You understand? So it's a
huge.
big deal, And for me, I always say even to my own artists, the guys I work with, don't seek validation from any award ceremony, from whoever, from wherever. Do your thing. Focus on what you do. Be the best at what you do for yourself. And we don't need anybody to give you an award to make you feel good about yourself. At the end of the day, I'm concerned about every time is what you're making in numbers, streams, and revenue. That's what I'm about. So the award is just, by the way, it's just a plaque that you keep in your house. Yes, it's good to also show progress, but I don't think that's something that will validate and put you in that place of say, oh yes, I've arrived.
All right. I mean, let me ask Blessed. Do you feel that awards are important, or do you think they validate the work as an artist that you do?
Now, Blessed, be honest.
Definitely, I'm a very objective person. I think like awards don't really validate what you do.
No, you.
Me, yeah, talking for myself, it doesn't validate anything.
Mm.
If I put out music and the people are responding to it and they're vibing to it, I'm fine.
So if you never won an award?
No, I've won awards.
No, I'm saying if you never. Okay, I can't ask you. because like if you didn't win like the popular ones, hip hop, sound, the big ones, would you feel bad? Would you think?
Honestly, if you put in our work and people are responding to it properly, and you don't win awards, there's definitely going to be a funny feeling you would have. But it doesn't mean that awards really validate whatever you do.
Do you want another one?
Yes, I do. I want another award.
That's summarizes it. Everybody wants an award. So it's not far fetched. Burna Boy actually kind of like had
He had his hopes high.
Had his hopes high.
Imagine how great it would be for him to win an international award. So, Blessed, let's talk about you for a few minutes. I mean, we talked about you before you came in, about the fact that you'd been on a few reality singing shows, and some of them, one you won the Street Awards, and then others you came tops in them. What experiences did you get from those reality TV shows, and would you advise upcoming artists to venture into those kind of, to at least get your face known?
I feel like for reality shows, there are like three phases to it. First of all, it helps you become an artist. It helps you build confidence. It helps you get fans easily.
Pushes you out.
Yeah. Then the point where people always miss it is they forget that there's an after the reality TV show. So when you're going for reality, it's important that you do. If you want to go far, it helps you. It really does. It gives you this sense of, okay, I've done this and I can go further. But you need to actually have a plan after. That's where people miss it.
Okay.
Like, that's what I would say.
I don't know. I've had a different opinion about reality shows. I think that most of them are actually quite selfish, because it's like taking you, and say, I'm gonna make a product out of you guys. Most of these reality shows actually don't give back to the people who have made the reality show what it was. There are many stories of people who never got paid what it was that they thought they won. I don't know if that is your experience. The contracts that they signed were never fulfilled. They were reneged upon and stuff like that. So I always have that in the back of my mind when I hear reality show, especially when it has to do with music, because these are people's talents and they're investing themselves into these things, thinking that, oh, this is going to push me forward. But on the other side, whoever it is who's putting it together just wants a product they can sell.
Yeah.
And then when they're done selling, like, nah. So, I don't know.
No, you actually have a point. Valid, very valid. But I think when you go into stuffs like this, you actually look at it from what you gain more. If you look at it from that perspective, you want to go, because you're actually very true, like very true. But like the ones I've been on, I feel like for a couple of them, I was actually paid everything I won and all of that. But if you look at it generally, you have a point that is valid.
They owe you more, is my point. They made more from you than you actually won, or you actually got from them. I mean, trust me, I've seen the books.
Yeah, I like I said, that's a valid point, but I don't think people should look at it from that aspect. If you look at it from there,
the talents especially,
you want to go, but you get more. So just
all right. So Ebuka on YouTube says, see my G. Yes, Smoothfm, please let Blessed know that I have not recovered from his cover of praises for Lashade on The Voice.
See, I put them together in the same box. When I heard this, I said that, didn't I? See.
So, if you were to pick an artist in Nigeria or beyond that you'd like to definitely want to do a collaboration with, who would you pick?
Brimo.
Really?
Yeah, Brimo.
Fantastic. We love Brimo here on Smoothfm.
Yeah, Brimo. I personally love Brimo. I like artists that are very unique. Like I'm not going to pick my fathers and my mentors because I already know I'm going to work with them. But like I'm not really close to Brimo yet, so that's why I'm saying Brimo.
So, what are your international hopes?
Alicia Keys.
No. I'm saying like regards your music now. As in, would you want to leave the Nigerian front and maybe be signed on to an international label or something, or have relations with international labels and stuff?
Definitely. Like, and that's like a very, very core focus for me. That's why when I do music, I don't know, I didn't really hear you guys review, so I don't know what you guys said, but
we said what you're thinking as to having an international appeal.
Yeah, like when I put out music, that's one of the first things I actually look for, like what they can relate with or they can consume, like. And
you're fighting a very big battle here. Like he said something about Akara music. Everybody wants it to done now and then they sell. You've got this kind of very interesting genre that you're pursuing, and it's going to need to push a lot of these jackpot type of music away before you can actually say that, okay, yeah, I'm getting the audience. So that's a big fight. I don't know if you agree with me.
I honestly agree.
Okay, we agree to disagree. Olamide, however, has got he signed a joint venture deal with an American music company, and this is why I actually went in that direction. This was late hours of Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. He thanked his fans. I don't exactly know the details of this contract or whatever, or what it is, whether they are a label as well. But James, Silas, what you think, man?
I think it's good. I think because we've not seen the contract, we don't know the details yet, and you know how these reports will just come out, and they'll give you this flashy headline, sound multi-million-dollar, blah blah. Why I say I think it's a joint venture deal. I want to think as well or assume that it'll be more of a distribution kind of deal than record label, So, but I'm sure it's a joint venture deal. Olamide has survived in this terrain without any, record label. He wasn't
And
able-
with his H factor.
and with
Mazino.
Mazino, I didn't say that about
I
Olamide.
need to put
You
that in
said
there.
that.
You guys
You
be
said
telling
it.
people
Yes.
not to say highs in tracks. Olamide be making it.
No, I don't think so. So, but this is good anyway. Everybody, a lot of our artists here, the local, I don't want to say, I don't like saying local, but a lot of our artists here want to break out proper. I think that's one of the challenges that, one of the things that Olamide has been unable to achieve over the years, breaking into that market. Sometimes, maybe because of the kind of music that he makes,
Very
probably not
indigenous.
not breaking in that way. I mean, look at what Burna Boy has done over the years, over this period of time, and Wizkid the same.
I'll tell you what worked out for Burna Boy. Burna Boy's
Yeah.
music took a detour somewhere and it went Afrobeatish. It's neo
Yes.
Afrobeat. So that's
Yes.
something that already has international appeal.
Appeal, yes.
So when they heard a new form of Afrobeat, they were like, okay, we like this. You know,
Yes.
plus coupled with that mistake on YouTube where he labeled his track Yay.
Yes,
And everybody's looking for
that was
Kanye
the
West.
major one.
That was actually
That
it.
was the breaking.
So for him to say that, if you're not fella, listen, it's everybody that made you is my point, because they all went looking for Kanye West and they
Yes.
found you, and
Yes.
then that was kind of like part of the ingredients to that soup.
Yes.
So
But they
yeah,
found
you know
him
where
and he held them bound. The truth
did.
is that you
and
can
that's
go
opportunity and preparedness.
Preparation. Yes.
Right. Because you
You
can
know.
go somewhere, click on the music, and before 10 seconds, you're like, what is this? And tune off. But he had something enough to make them stay.
I said about Wizkid. Wizkid had been moving, in fact, getting on stage with what's his name,
Drake.
Chris Brown
Yeah.
abroad. He's been hanging out with all the who's and who's, but nothing happened. He didn't break in.
But David Doe seems to be.
I don't think so yet. He
He's
hasn't,
got some
not on that level yet.
Okay.
His PR is fantastic.
PR.
Yes, his PR is fantastic. The international touch, fantastic.
Okay.
But they've not been able to. When you break in, Grammy can nominate you, and as a Nigerian, that's a big deal.
Talking about PR, let me talk to Blessed about his PR. Now, when we started the show, we had said, some people had said, well, they hadn't really heard about you and all that. And we know just how critical PR is for art in terms of music, whether you're a musician or you're in film, you need that.
Yeah.
Do you have a PR machine behind you, or is it just still solo work? Are you signed to any label?
No, I'm not yet signed to any label, and PR has been me. But I think I want to this year. I want to just outsource and do it properly.
Really? So how did we get your music?
Or
Check it.
on IG official.
No,
Blessed.
so somebody sent us your music. How
Yeah.
you don't know that person. He doesn't know the person that sent us your
Do
music.
you know Akia Adesoji?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one who sent us the
Wow,
music, yeah.
that's nice.
Oh, so you didn't even know he did.
I didn't know.
It's fantastic. Well,
This
shout
is
out
so
to-
original.
yeah.
That's really nice. Really nice to hear. Like really, really nice.
Hey guys, can we
yeah.
throw some international story in there?
Yes, we can, of course. We have this one from, should we talk about royal family, Meghan Markle and
Not
Prince
so royal.
Harry. Actually, so they're challenging the use of royal in their label, and they might be getting booted out for using or from using the Sussex royal label. So obviously, the British people are not happy at all about their decision to not be, take part in public activities and live a more private life, and so they are asking that they be barred from anything that has to do with royalty. So if you say you don't want to be a part of us or be a part of royalty of the monarchy, then don't.
Be careful what you wish
Be
for.
very careful. But do you think it's a good enough price to pay for the privacy they
Why are they being
What's your
petty
joy?
though? It's just because.
That's because Brits are petty.
No, you don't
They
need
are.
to. Why would they say, oh, remove? But I don't think that will stop the recognition, their recognition as royalties.
So I mean, they were going to use that to make money. They were going to stamp the Sussex Royal as their website, global trademark for their clothing items, stationery, because they're going to be earning their own money. Do you think, like I mentioned, it's a bit too steep to
But
ask them?
the
Because
story,
they are-
the story still says that it has not been confirmed from the, by the Queen or the powers that be. But just maybe they are going to have to withdraw. But as far as I'm concerned, I won't even care if if they've made that decision to say they are dropping all of, then you have to also drop
the
everything
royalty,
that comes with it.
No, but I
Be
don't
regular
agree.
people.
Why
It's
not?
like saying, for instance, if your surname is Otedola and you decide I don't want to go with your father's name, or Dangote, let me use Dangote. I don't want to go with your father's business, go work with your father. Will you change your surname? You still get the benefit of being a Dangote, but you use that benefit to make your own money.
Yeah, you want to use my benefit and you don't want to work with me.
Oh,
So you want the
I'm your
benefit.
child.
Yeah, like that's natural.
I didn't ask
Oh,
to be
really?
born.
Exactly.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
Blessed, you were saying before we wrap up, where can people get your music?
Okay, on it's on my bio on Instagram, official Blessed. Yeah, basically, and I recently googled my song on, and I saw like 8 links. I was like, Jesus Christ, I didn't do
Really?
this. Who
Oh.
did this? Like, I thought that was not even popular. And, like, I saw like 8 links. I was surprised. Like, well, it's out there. What we're looking out to get now is for people to listen to the song, basically. So I'm fine.
All right, fantastic. Thank you very much, Blessed. It's
Thank
been
you so much.
blessed to have you on the show. Thank you, James Silas. Plug out.
Thank you
please.
for having me. James Silas is James Silas on all social media platforms. James Silas.
Yeah.
Blessed.
And we are Ayo, Ayomairoese, and
MazinoAppeal.
MazinoAppeal. Of course, stay tuned. It's still the Smooth Breakfast here, all the way up until 10 o'clock. We still got more coming your way, at least an hour of great talk. We'll be right back.
On the Smooth Breakfast
That is
Show.
it.
Thank you, Blessed.
Is there any reviews? I didn't hear anything.
Oh,
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
It's on YouTube.